I'm Rob Jarvis. I'm down here at the bike shed in Shoreditch, here to talk about my Ducati that I rode in the Cafe Racer Cup. This is my Ducati 750SS 1994 I bought for the Cafe Racer Cup. I bought it on eBay. I know a little bit about its history. It was put together and set up by Baines Racing in Silverstone. There's more of a modern front end, different pipes. Apart from that, I don't know too much about it, but I do know about my Ducatis. So I picked it up a week before the race on the Friday night, put it in the van, and on the Saturday morning I thought I'd give it a clean and a little 5-minute ride and put it away again. So I had a week to get used to the bike. On the Sunday there was MotoGP at the bike shed. I was going to get the tube, but I thought I'd give it a ride, so it's nice to get used to the bike before the race. 5 minutes into my journey onto the way to the bike shed, I crashed it. Shit happens. I was filtering, the car on the right, went into the side, broke my wrist, sprained my thumb, chipped a bone on my elbow. So I was a little bit nervous. I hadn't ridden the bike. I'm in the rapid group. I'm going racing in 5 days' time. I've got a broken wrist. I'm in hospital. The doctor said, we need to put your wrist in a cast. I said to him, you can't put it in a cast because I wouldn't put my leathers on. He tutted, nodded his head, you bikers, usual story. Come back after the race and we'll put it in a cast. I was more concerned about getting the bike ready on the Saturday. I had 5 days because I knew the handlebar was snapped, the left rear set was broken, the headlight, and a couple other cosmetic things. I spoke to Ray Petty. He helped me out. He said, okay, bring it down to me, we can get it ready for you, no matter what. So anyway, Ray had the bike for 5 days. I was manically trying to get some parts. I wanted to upgrade the brake pads. I put some SPS pads in it, which were quite hard to find. They arrived on the Friday. I wanted to get some different sprockets and gearing for the track. 1 down on the front, 2 up on the back. Eventually all the parts came on a Thursday and the Friday before the Saturday race. Delivered straight to Ray. He put the sprockets on. He straightened my handlebar. He had a spare rear set in the showroom, which luckily he fitted, put on there. Picked the bike up on the Friday night, put it in the van, ready to leave 5 AM Saturday morning. On the race, I gave it a quick look over, qualified in the rapids. I think I was 9th on the grid out of 12. It was quite painful. On the dummy grid, we were told originally it was going to be 12 laps, but just as we were going to line up for the race, we were told it was going to be 16 laps. I only put enough fuel in for about 12, 13 laps. I didn't know if the fuel light worked. I'd just getting used to the bike. I said to my girlfriend, quick, go and get the fuel. All the bikes are going onto the track to queue up. I'm the last one to go. I'm like, go and get the fuel. So she came running with the fuel. I didn't have time, so I just put the fuel cap back on and went straight last out onto the grid. I'm on the grid, I'm thinking, this has got to make it. This has got to make the 16 laps. On the 14th lap, the fuel light came on, so at least I knew the fuel light worked, which was good. I could feel wobbling on the steering. I said, don't look down, don't look down. I looked down and the front wheel is really buckled. I didn't have a chance to check the wheels. Happened in the crash. Anyway, I made the race. I managed to pip Charlie Borman on the last lap. I got 9th fastest out of 75 in the times, which I'm happy with.
Rob Jarvis. That man there broke his wrist on the way to the bike shed on Sunday and he still bloody raced. Got his bike fixed, so give it up to Rob Jarvis there. That is commitment to racing. And he's not even a pro. We love him for it. Well done.
She didn't let me down. Unfortunately, I dropped the bike yesterday and broke this side. So now I've got some time to get it ready for next year, the Bike Shed Cafe Racer Cup. So that's a little bit about the bike, but we would like to hear how they sound. I'll give it a little start. Sitting in hospital, on the internet.
It's really nice. Proper cafe racer.
Thanks, Dutch.